Uce, tell me why the sky's blue. Tell me why this money is green. Now Lord, please, tell me why I do these things to make G. Now, yeah, let me. They kick me out of church, cause I just don't listen. Always fall asleep when the preacher is preaching. Not my fault, I do love God, but on Saturday nights I be all up on God.
Stand up. Hey, stand up, Uce. Hey, Tocos all around the world, man. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of whyuce. I'm your host, Puni Moa
and BenJeezy.
Man, Uce, how you doing, bro?
Good, man. Good. Just had a long weekend, but I'm feeling good. It's a good morning. Yourself?
Damn, dude, I'm doing good. Uce, but you know, we're just gonna jump right to it. Uce. We don't want to waste no time, baby. Here's a question, Uce. Would you still be the same BenJeezy that you are right now? Or once you become the 2%er or the 1%er that we talk about, you know what I'm saying? You think you're gonna change, Uce?
You said with the money?
Yeah, when you become famous and with the money and stuff like that. Yeah. You think you'll be a changed person?
Me personally, no. I know my kids are gonna be some rich weirdos though.
That's
the goal. That's the goal. I want my kids to be some rich weirdos, bro. I want my grandkids being some rich weirdos. I want that generational wealth. I want them throwing weird ass parties and stuff like they be doing in Hollywood and Atlanta. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah, magic. What is the name of this strip club, bro? Shout out to that club.
No, I'm talking about richer than that, bro. I'm talking about like some Eyes Wide Shut type stuff, bro. That's how rich I want my grandkids and my great grandkids. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to earn that type of generational wealth.
What are you talking about? Like who? Give me somebody that I know of. I'm always good as like when you compare it to something.
Like those secret society parties, bro. Like those super rich parties. You know what I'm saying?
How would you know? How would we know? We don't even know any of them. Like, just what about like somebody right now that's living that life? You know, like a Trump or a Paris Hilton, or even like what we see on the Kardashians.
You know what was perfect? Like Mayweather. Like a Mayweather type parties, bro. Like, you know, when Floyd, you know what I mean? Like I want my kids being bougie like that, bro. I want my kids being like that.
Walking around with their stack of $100 bills and stuff.
Yeah. Be ignorant as hell. I don't care. That's how rich I want my kids, my grandkids.
So you want them to act like a fool, like the Paul brothers when they were young at the time. You know, just acting a fool and just
If I laid the foundation down for that, bro, hell yeah, do it.
Be assholes. Just be straight assholes.
You be the rich asshole you want to be.
So that's why rich folks are like that, right? Their kids can get away with murder.
Because they probably feel like they laid the foundation down, bro. I can look at the way with our parents, bro. The stuff happened to us 70. I don't even say 75%. I would say like 90% of the stuff we did in America. Can you imagine us doing that in the villages? How many $5 would we have in American Samoa, bro? Or Western Samoa? With all the shit we used to do back in the day.
So we're going to have to educate our views, what you're talking about. So in a village, there's a penalty in a village. A village can contain maybe like 20 families. And within that 20 families, you know, you have the chiefs and they talk among each other. And then if a certain family, like let's say Benji's family, did something that was unlawful, you know, that the disciplinary will be like, it'll be what? At that time, like mats, these brown mats, and like a pig, like a whole pig and some fish and stuff like that. That's what he's talking about. How many? A lot. Yeah. We'll get disciplined all the time. He's talking about if our kids was disrespecting the village.
Yeah, but I mean, if we were still there, but like the stuff we did in America, like our parents just kind of let us be, going out, getting drunk, and it's like how you said, like those rich kids get to go out and do whatever they want, but the parents never, you know, parents are just like, oh, I'll teach them a lesson here, you know, here and there, but.
Well, not really. It's a lot of times the rich kids, from what we see is, it's the parents are not even parenting them. They normally have a nanny or somebody, just a little guardian, and of course their coworkers, their workers. I mean, not coworkers, their workers. They're actually their bosses are the kids. So there is no discipline there. That's why they act the way.
Yeah,
that's what you're saying. when it comes to that kind of lifestyle. Okay, because I think I went off with the whole village thing. He threw me off when he said comparing.
Oh no, I mean, like, because if we were in Samoa acting that way, our families would have got fined.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I don't even think our kids. So what? So man, that's a good question, man. I wonder if our kids can act that way, like how you saying be spoiled or whatever.
Yeah.
If you had the money and stuff like that, and you lived back home in Samoa, would it fly? I don't know. I really don't know.
Because me, honestly, if I had the money, I'd be like, all right, what did my son do? All right, cool. I'll feed the village. I'll feed the village on Saturday. You know what I'm saying?
That ain't nothing but chump change. Yeah.
Exactly. You know what I mean? That's probably why these rich kids are like that. Of course, I don't want my kids being assholes, rich assholes, but I'm saying I want that type of wealth where I want that type of wealth where my kids are like that, where they're like, hey man, let's go to China next week. You know what I'm saying? Or let's go to Dubai tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, that's the type of wealth I'm shooting. That's what I mean by, like, I want my kids being rich weirdos. You know what I mean? That's what I mean by that.
But what about let's say if you was okay, we're just now it's the time of entertaining. My other question is, say that you do hit that richness, right? That you're in that 2%, bro. Would you be like under the same mentality of Nick Cannon? You know what I'm saying? Just have a whole bunch of kids. What's your take on that, bro? You know what I'm saying? Would you? What do they call that? Celibacy or something like that? Like, what's the word called on that? Like, I forgot what it's called. But would you want to, as being wealthy as that, wouldn't you want to have a whole bunch of seed, like a whole bunch of children and stuff?
Or I don't think I would want
your wife.
Of course, I'd want to just stick to my wife, but I think Biggie said it best, right? More money, more problems, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If I'm at a bar now with my broke ass, no girls don't want to drink from me. But if they hear that that me and Puni Moa is at the bar and whyuce podcast just signed for $100 million,
mm-hmm.
I guarantee you they're gonna be a couple of them walking up to us asking us to buy a couple bottles. The opportunity doesn't present itself until we have some background. You know what I mean?
Okay. That's to say you're being safe with your question, your answer, but that's what's up. This kind of question is more for like the barbershop for when you're having kava, right? When you're having kava.
For real, bro.
Hey, to our listeners, man, you guys got to understand. We're trying to entertain y'all, so I'm bringing out questions that. It's just a question. That's all it is, man. We're just having a conversation.
Yeah. Now, I mean, but it happens. It happens.
Well, if you ask me, bro, man, if I was that rich, look, like I said, it's gonna be. I must be dreaming to be a part of the 2%. But if I was in the 2%, I would want to be like Abraham, bro. I want to have my own village with my own descendant. You get what I'm saying? Puni Moa's all around, bro. Because this is the way I think, Uce. I would want one of my kids to be a doctor, one to be a lawyer, one to just be all around, one eventually to be a president. You know what I'm saying? To control, bro.
You know what you just named, though?
What?
You just named a bunch of kids that's going to be a bunch of rich weirdos. They're going to be with my kids doing coke and stuff.
And you know what they're going to do? They're going to take our ass to the retirement home, bro. That's fucked up, right?
Like, take these old motherfuckers.
Damn, now that I think of it like that, I'm just okay with my 3 kids then now, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's probably why that's why God's like, these guys are not going to be in the 2%. They're going to be acting a fool.
You ever think like that, though? Sometimes I feel that way. I feel like maybe God is not allowing me because he knows me already. You know how they say in the Christian world, he already planted the steps for you. So God must know that Puni Moa is a rowdy-ass motherfucker. That if that money was to come to me, I will probably be like the Chim Hong Yu, whatever the dude is from North Korea. Mm-hmm. I might be one of them psychopaths. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man, because I don't have the money. So I'm just speaking out loud, just trying to stimulate everybody's mind. Like,
you think that's what it is?
What do you think, Uce? I think sometimes I feel like
God's flipping through the book and he's just like looking through the pages. He's like, oh man, this guy's gonna be a man whore. You get no money.
That's okay. Let's do comparison, right? From this is just my own. Again, to our listeners, I'm not doing any studies. This is just my own opinion. From my experience, I always see them like it's always the white folks that are philanthropists.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, are more towards Caucasians, and I feel like I don't see a lot of minorities. I mean, from my own opinion and what I've seen, I've been around enough islanders to know there's not a lot of islanders that are philanthropists. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I mean, because we got for the blacks, they got the NAACP. They got
but their biggest one was Black Lives Matters, and they even got a lawsuit.
Man, I don't even think Black Lives Matter wasn't even black, bro.
I'm just saying, like anything, you never hear Spanish thing, like all the charity, the ones that like human that cares about the world. Like, I think only white folks do. They care about out there. I mean, they keep freaking snakes alive. They keep all these reptiles. Yeah. You come to Samoa, you barely see none of those creatures. We kill them all. You know what I'm saying? we don't, you get what I'm saying? Like we don't want to reserve anything, right?
Yeah.
Polynesians, like we don't care about like. We don't
so what you're saying is we don't appreciate shit.
And because of that logic, because of that logic, that's why I said maybe that's why God ain't blessing my ass. You know what I'm saying? You're 2%. Because I mean, that's just me, bro.
You might have I think you got a point though, Puni.
Don't agree with me, bro. You gotta disagree with me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't agree with me, Uce.
That might be why our culture is like that, bro. We kill everything, dude. I do it on my daily basis, bro. I see something crawling that has all these colors on it, bro. My first instinct is to grab my slipper and smack the shit out of it, bro.
We don't preserve anything, dog. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing like, I mean, the only thing that we preserve is our religion. Jesus. I mean, like, our island is so known for like, oh, God first. We preach that, man. We stand by God first. But then shoot, like a few days ago, man, I see on TikTok somebody's complaining about the man on the stick that the village. Hey, I ain't trying to laugh at that, bro. I ain't trying to laugh at that. I just like, I looked that up. I'm like, why did he hurt? Why are they talking about this? You know? You heard about that one, Uce? Where the village was actually carrying out a dude, an old man. First of all, he's an old dude. I think he was over 60. On a stick, like a pig, bro. They had him roped around on a stick, dog. A village was bringing him out.
What did he do?
Village. I don't know, but they just wanted to kick him out the village. So the chief told the Aumangas, I'm assuming Aumangas, which is like the young men, because a lot of the villages is always like the ones in their that are in high school, and out of high school are the ones that are, or like bodyguards. That's all I can compare it to. So of the village, right? Securities of the village. So the chief called some of them to go ahead and rep the OG up, and it's on Facebook, it's on Twitter, TikTok, and they were talking about that. You know, and it was in the island of Savai. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to laugh at it, but at the same time, this is why, Uce, man, we're just trying to find the humor and stuff. It's like, how are we gonna say we're all about Jesus? How we're all, you know what I'm saying? But it's the 20th century, dog. You gotta do tied up like a pig, bro. Kicking his ass out.
Yeah, man. Damn.
That's what I'm saying, Uce. That's what I'm saying, yo. Crazy,
in your opinion, Puni, what crime do you think this man committed to get that type of punishment? Just by assumption from hearing it.
By hearing, okay, I'm assuming that the man probably was sleeping with one of the chief's wives, bro, and he got caught red-handed. According to American Samoa's views, and then some of South, I forgot what they're called, yada, 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 allegedly, the old man, or the senior, the elder, broke the law or something, and he was told not once but twice, but actually a few times, that he needs to leave the village. And that's what caused the chiefs, the head chiefs, to like, you know what? We're going to call what they call Aumangas. Now I don't know if that's how it is in Samoa, but in Kukuila, American Samoa, they're called Aumangas. Again, I'm translating to like the securities guards of the village, right?
Yeah.
So called them to beat him, wrap him up, and haul his ass out the village.
Damn.
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
That's some. And I don't know on some of the social media, the one that got hauled out got interviewed. Now I don't know if he was the real one or they were probably mocking it. But according to that got interviewed. So the one that was tied up, he actually had an interview. I'm not sure if that's legit, but it seems like, because the way he was talking, he was just like, all I was doing was just like, he had his camera. He was just taking pictures. They said, stop taking pictures. And he's taking pictures because he felt like what they were doing was wrong. And that's what happened. Yeah. So being nosy. Now, in the island, bro, you being nosy. The only thing that's going to happen to you is get your ass whooped.
For real.
Nosy. We do not know how to communicate and just have a conversation. No, it's not going to be a conversation. It's going to be a battle. Remember that one video of the OGs? They were all like our parents' age. Remember that one that went viral back? And they started swinging. They started swinging at each other, dog. Man.
Yeah, they were having like some kind of church meeting or something like that.
Yeah. And the OGs, especially the guy with the white hair, man. He was throwing bombs.
But they really mad when somebody starts fanning you and stuff when they're all there.
It's over, yo.
I just want to give a word of advice to you females out there, you poly females. Whenever there's a fight, don't scream, hey, 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 hey. Don't do that, man. That's annoying. All right? No one's gonna listen to you. No one cares about what you're saying. Just let the guys fight. Let these silverback gorillas, coconut gorillas do their thing.
Real, let the gorilla go ahead.
Let them fight, man. Don't be sitting there screaming, hey, yelling at everybody. No one cares, Auntie. Go sit down. Let these guys duke it out, and let us watch the fight. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't stand that, Uce. Every time I see it at these poly festivals, when there's a fight or something, or all these old ladies, or these like that video too with those Samoans. All you hear is these old ladies yelling and stuff like that, man. It's like, nobody cares. Just be quiet. Let the fight go on, man.
I tell you what, though, I tell you who does care is the one about to get in the fight. I've been there before, you know what I'm saying? It's more like when the females are like, oh, stop, Puni Moa. It's like, I feel like they're cheering me on. Like, it's an adrenaline. Like, ooh, okay, baby.
You get fired up.
All of a sudden, you get fired up. I feel like that's all, man, when it comes to Islanders. They're like, hold me back, but not really. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep touching me, baby. I'm about to show you that, that I'm the right, imagine that's that warrior mentality, bro. That tribal warrior mentality that all
that's what I'm saying
has, bro.
Instead of screaming, trying to stop the fight, girl, step back and watch your warrior fight. Watch your coconut gorilla do his thing. And then go home and make him some fire, cook him some food. You know what I'm saying?
Or it could be the females too, man. They're just trying to hold that man, even though it's not their man. They're still trying to hold, like, I'm here to save you. Remember me. Mm-hmm. And they've been looking like, oh, I remember Cena. Cena was holding me back. But where was my wife? She wasn't there. Maybe that's what women are doing too. They could be cruel too, dog. You never know. It could be all a setup, bro.
Go home and be like, shit. Oh, why didn't you take her hand off of you when she was holding you back?
There you go, man. You know what I'm saying? Where were you? You know what I'm saying? I had somebody else hold me back. Why didn't you come and hold me back? Mm-hmm. But I see you holding Yoangi over there on that side. Why were you holding? What the fuck is that all about? You get what I'm saying? It's like, what is that all about? You know what I mean? Like, you never know, bro. But anyway, the whole moral of the story, folks, is God didn't bless us Islanders to be part of the 2%. For this main reason, bro. Damn, bro. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm your boy, Puni Moa.
And I'm your queen. Don't forget, log into wefobz.io.
That's where you'll find everything you need to know about us
We also got merches selling on the website. You'll see the podcast whyuce right there on wefobz.io.
We appreciate your support. Yeah.
See ya.
Since we're both on the bandwagon of Colorado Buffalo getting their ass whooped.
Damn.
Man. What's your take on it, brother? Let's go ahead and get that out the way real quick, because it was a disappointing Saturday, man.
It was disappointing, but you know what? I'm still on that bandwagon, bro, and here's why.
Yep.
I'm on that bandwagon still because Oregon, if Oregon would have lost to Colorado, everybody's jobs in that school, everybody's jobs would have been in jeopardy. Because what Deion Sanders, with them losing to Oregon, just proved his point. It's a 4-year program, bro. And sometimes it's a 5 to 6 year. You know, Puni, yep. You got your child in the system. You redshirt a kid. Those kids have been in that Oregon system for years. They were supposed to lose, bro. Like, what do they expect? Now, should they have lost the way they did? You know what I mean? That's where it comes at. But man, even the odds was like not in their favor, bro. I mean, it was a 28-point spread. 28-point spread, bro. So I'm still on the train, man. I know they got USC next, but I'm still on that hype train, man. I hope Coach Prime make some adjustments, and maybe him and his sons and the rest of the boys can come back. We can bounce back from that.
Well, first of all, I just want to say that I made a mistake on our last episode. I said it was Oregon State, which was crazy to me because I was like, I could have sworn that I looked that up and it showed on the schedule that Oregon State was on there. At first, I remember seeing Oregon Ducks. Then when I looked at it again, it said Oregon State. And also Michigan being on that schedule. And now, during game time on Saturday, I seen the whole schedule they put out. It was Oregon Ducks, and then also Michigan's not even in there. And I'm like, whoa, what was I looking at, man? I might have got hacked. Who knows? I don't know. Or it might have been one of those BS websites that I just wasn't paying attention to. We have a lot of those. But, I just want to apologize for that, making that mistake. I had a feeling that was going to happen. I was hoping that Primetime would do his thing. I stopped watching after the half. Turned off the TV, bro. I had no hope after that because I was just like, dang. Talk about... when you start watching the game, you're rooting for your team, and you start getting annoyed at the players, like his son Sanders. One thing I will say, he's getting too comfortable being a pocket quarterback. He's not that aware because Deion says, "Oh yeah, he's been doing this since he was young." Okay, if he was doing this, I'm talking specifically for Shedeur, right? Shedeur Sanders, the quarterback.
Yeah. If
he was doing that till he was young, why did he have the sense to start running? And from what I was watching, he tends to run like on the second half instead of being like Patrick Mahomes and all these other quarterbacks are like, you see your offensive line suck ass, run the ball. You get what I'm saying? Offset the defense to make sure that they're like, oh, he's a runner. But Oregon Ducks came in, they knew he wasn't a running quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So I guess because his dad is Deion Sanders, I would have expected him to be a runner. Seems like I didn't pay attention to what his what is it, the stats is, what is his speed and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But that was my take from it, man. It's just that when it came to the offense, him as a quarterback failed epically. On top of that, even their offensive line. Their whole offense sucked. Even like the offensive coordinator. I need to find out. Do you know where he came from? Because I know he came from one of the good schools too. The offensive coordinator.
I don't know. I think he came from I want to say it's the SEC.
Yeah.
He came from that area. Yeah.
With that said, I don't care about the fact that they're trying to say, oh, this is a brand new team, which is true. In all trueness, it's a brand new team. But if you put in the fact that it's Primetime hiring the top-notch staff, so that means if we're comparing the staff, just the coaching staff of Colorado and Oregon, they're equal. You get what I'm saying? Professional.
Because he handpicked everybody.
He handpicked everybody, and they're all professionals. They all been doing it. Okay? Now, even if you compare the roster from quarterback Bo to Sanders, you know what I'm saying? They're equal. Right? Offensive line, equal. Why I say that is because a lot of the team, like you mentioned on the last episode, he gave them the volunteer to go ahead and leave. And a lot of new recruits came in. They were right there. So they had all the best of the best to be taught and all that. It's just that Oregon Ducks, like you said, the only thing that trumps what my argument is the fact that this team Oregon Duck, they've been playing a long time. The particular unit has been playing more than 1 year together. That does trump that. But at the same time, it doesn't. That's the way I looked at it. You know what I'm saying? It just shows that all I'm saying is the offensive coordinator, the offensive line and the defensive line of Colorado needs to change now. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, no, I'm not trying to throw no shades on them, but it's been proven for each game that they're getting run on. They can't stop anybody. Shakir Sanders has always got sacked. It's always above 5. Can we agree with that?
Yeah.
It's above 5.
It's crazy, man.
I mean, come on now. I don't know what the rules is with NCAA. Can they go ahead and steal some other transfers to come over there? I don't know what the rules are. But until that defensive line and until the lines on both ends, units, is changed, we're going to see a lot of L's.
Sanders, the quarterback, man. I think they kind of hid the fact that he can't run. People are, like you said, a lot of people assume he's fast because he's Deion's son.
Yeah.
But if you look at the past 3 games, bro, like the kid's not that fast. You know what? But he is a good pocket quarterback. I'll give him that. You know, like we saw that versus Colorado State. The kid's very comfortable in the pocket. But I think you're right. Puni, I think he needs to start rolling out more, throwing on the run more, man. Like, because when he does use his legs, man, he's good. But we'll see what happens, man. I mean, I'm still on the bandwagon, man. Even if they get mollywopped the rest of the games, bro.
I know, man.
I'm still rocking with them.
I'm still rooting for them, man. You know, because that's the team I decided to be riding in the bandwagon on. So
yeah, same here.
I can't wait till next year. With the new recruits coming in, start beefing that lineup. That's where we're going to start looking at them like, okay, now that's where we can start critiquing the Colorado. To be quite honest, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm 50-50 with it too, man. So
yeah,
sorry, Colorado. Unfortunately, you guys do not get a foul move this week.
No, man. Man, you know what we should have had was like one of them like fart sound bits or something. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You guys get a fasquillo, you know what I'm saying? Fasquillo means that you shit, bro. You know,
straight up, man.
You know, we're gonna be honest, man. We're gonna hype y'all up, but at the same time, when we're disappointed fans, bro, we're gonna let you know your ass up. Exactly. Man. Your ass up.
But we just fans at the end of the day, we're real. You know what I'm saying?
So speaking of that, it reminds me, because we've been doing podcasts, right? My ass has been like, and I'll be clout chasing and stuff. So, you know, I'm always like, now I'm on that hype to where I'm like, oh man, I gotta hear the memes. The memes on this shit. I jump on X, Twitter, dude, and it's already going, bro. There's one where there's one.
Man.
There's this one video where the dude was like, it's these comedians, right? They got on there, and he was like being the coach. He's like, Deion Sanders, you know, I just want you to know, it is not my fault. You just suck. You just suck. That's all it is. If I say your name, that means you suck. I'm going to say you suck after. Something like that. And then all the tweets on it, dude. Remember the head coach of Oregon Ducks was like, you know, we're not here to chase, clicks? We're here to chase wins. Whatever he was quoting. So a lot of that one was on there, you know. But yeah, man. So good, I guess a good job, Oregon Duck. At the same time, not really, because you guys are already what? Oh, that's another thing. They're top 10. That's the difference of a top 10, ranked 10 to a what? 19, I believe, or 17.
Yeah, top 20 team and a top 10 team.
That's what I said
too. Very different, bro.
Very different, man. Reminds me of remember when Hawaii made it that one time with Colt Brenna, and they met up with Georgia Bulldog. Very, very different, man. That's what it was. That's what it reminded me of. This game reminded me of that.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the Warriors, because that's who they were. Whatever that year was, we'll get that right, man. I hope
And everybody's feelings get hurt, even ours.
Damn, man, that's remember when Demza used to say that?
Who's that?
These nuts.
I was like, Demson.
These nuts in your mouth, baby. Oh shoot.
Man, so it says here.
And bring that back. Yeah, go ahead, Uce.
Colt Brenna died, bro.
No way, Uce. Is that a legit?
Yeah, they said he died in 2021. He was off fentanyl, so he was only 37.
Oh man, so
man, that's sad, bro.
Oh well, you heard it here, guys. If you don't know who Colt Brenna is, he was one of our heroes at that moment, at that time, that year.
Everybody loves him with UH, man.
Everybody from UH and all the polys out here in the US, at least, you know, he's definitely. Oh my gosh, man! Rest in peace to the Uce, the legend, Colt Brenna.
Yep.
We're just giving that moment of silence, you know. Damn, bro, that's a tough one, man. What year? What year did the UH? What year was that? You found out the year?
So it was 05 to 07 when he was coming down here to Reno and smacking the hell out of us.
Didn't they have like a Uce that we swear up and down he was black and Samoan?
Oh, Alex Green. He got drafted to the Green Bay Packers, bro. To be honest,
real? Was he Samoan and black, or was he
a few years later? I think he was just black, bro. We were just trying to jump on that train.
Oh man, shoot. Yeah, we just jumping on that train, bro. Because I mean, it was all
polys out there, man. All these polys out there. Let these guys be black, bro.
Let them be their own race, man.
Exactly.
That's why I was saying, like, how we both agreed on when it came to Rita Ora. You know what I mean? Like, don't let her be. And by the way, when you said that she had some, you know, like firebacks and stuff, like controversial stuff on her. Nah, not really. It was some, you know how it is, man. It was an AI voice. It wasn't really like main media. So that shit was all bullshit. It was just some, I bet you it was some Islanders, some Samoans, because you know how we had these damn Samoans on TikTok and stuff, like in their feelings. Like, shut the fuck up, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody gives a fuck about your opinion, dude. Obviously, I take that back. They do give a F about your opinion because it'll be viral, dog. It'll be
you know who it was? It was that Samoan girl, you know, Sella.
Which one? Sella
La Pose. And at the computer, oh hell no, this bitch over here. You know what I mean?
Man. You know what?
So, like,
shout out to all the haters too, bro. It's all one love, baby. It's all one love, man. Yeah. Without y'all haters, we wouldn't be entertained on social media, dog. So I take that back. Anyways, what I was saying was it wasn't a real controversial thing when it came to Rita claiming that her husband, Waitiki, is half Samoan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But it's like you said, it was probably just some Samoan or some other poly just like, oh man, that bitch talking shit. It's like, man, let it go. It was an honest mistake.
Oh, you're gonna say, because I'm gonna say right now, Taika Waititi is Samoan, just to let the world know, you know what I'm saying? you know, put it out there, spread the words, let them know. Puni Moa is, you know, certified and second Rita Ora's opinion that her husband. How you gonna say that he ain't someone? It's his own wife that said the statement, dog. You gotta be stupid not to believe it, yo. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be a fool not to believe that, yo. I mean, what's your take? Do you believe that he's Samoan or what? You believe the what? Are you gonna tell me you don't believe that Rita is? You saying that Rita's lying? Is that what you're saying, BenJeezy?
If she said that he's Samoan, that's his wife, bro. I mean, I don't know. Hell, my wife don't even know what the hell I am sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm saying though, who's gonna stand on it too, bro? You gonna be like, man, what I'm asking is, do you believe what she said or not, bro? It's a yes or no.
Oh no, that's a Mari ass name he has, bro. Sorry, I gotta disagree with you on that, bro.
What about Kenny and Benji? That's an American name, bro. That ain't no damn Samoan name, bro. I rest my case, baby.
But our last names are.
Yeah. Hey, what's his last name? Waitiki?
It's Taika. His first name is Taika. His last name is Waitiki.
Well, who wants to know? Maybe his mama's last name is Waitiki. Maybe his dad is, like a Molinga or something. You know, that's a favorite child, bro.
There you go.
You never know who's. You know what I'm saying? His daddy might be Samoan. You know what I'm saying? He's just claiming this. You know how it goes, bro, in the Polynesian world. Yeah. You know how them baby mamas are, bro. They get mad. They're not gonna put their baby daddy's last name on the child. It might be that case.
And who knows? Somebody's grandma was riding a horse to the next village to see some other guy. You never know, bro.
That's all I'm saying, dude. So okay, now with all this information, dude, I'm gonna ask you the question again, man. Do you believe that his wife is telling the truth? That you know what I'm saying the Uce is.
I would say it's a high possibility.
There you go.
Somebody's grandma was riding a horse to the next village for a booty call or something.
Mm-hmm. There you go. You heard it here live at whyuce, but we are saying that, and we standing by Rita Ora. Shout out to you and Waitiki, the Uce, bro. You know what I'm saying? He is Samoan, y'all. There you go, man.
Mm-hmm. Until you make a Kaya movie, bro, then we're not going to claim you no
more. Typical Islanders, right? When it sucks, you suck, man. Let's talk 49ers.
Looking pretty good there, buddy.
Oh, yeah, baby. So, 49ers played on Thursday against LA Rams. But
dropped the 30 bomb.
Shout out to that rookie, man, Ronnie Bell. His
seventh round pick.
Seventh, see? You know what I'm saying? The underground. Man, I'm all about them underground, man. Shout out to Ronnie Brown, baby. Yes, sir. The running game was flawless. Bosa finally got his first sack of the season. Debo and CMC was putting in the work. Javon Hargrave, that guy is putting in work. It reminds me of when what's his name, DeForest Buckner, when he was with us, allowing us to have these sacks that we're having. Our defense is being our defense, man.
All you little GMs that sit down on your couch on Sundays and Mondays, y'all just need to shut up because John Lynch knows what he's doing. You seen all those 4th, 5th rounds and 7th round picks? They all panning out. Let the man do his job. We seen Bell. Bell was beasting, doing his thing, bro. Like you wouldn't have. I thought he was like a 2nd round pick, to be honest. And then that kid is a 7th round pick playing like that. Let John Lynch do his job.
Now, when you're referring to couch GMs, general managers, are you talking about the Madden players? Or are you talking about also the ones that analysts that talks on YouTube? You know what I mean?
No. I'm talking about the guys. We're not telling John Lynch how to do his job. We just critique it. You know what I'm saying? But you got those guys, on the couch that are like, oh man, John Lynch should have drafted this guy. This.
Oh yeah,
man, let it go. The man knows what he's doing. You see all those late round picks for the Niners are doing amazing, man.
It was good to see Debo doing his thing, man.
Yes, man.
That boy was
like a monster out there.
Yeah, that dude was doing his thing, man. It was being Debo, not from last year, but the season before that.
He slimmed down from last year, though.
Yep. Brock Purdy, though, like I said, the first half, it wasn't looking too good. I know he's trying to warm up. I know that we have schemes in our offensive line, the way things go. I mean, it has shown on film that some of the fault is on our offensive lines when it comes to passing. They're stout when it comes to running, but we still have trouble when it comes to protecting the pass. And that's my concern. You show other people like, what's his name, Herbert from the Chargers. He kind of almost got the same hit the same sack that Brock Purdy had last season from the Eagles, but the man was still able to throw the ball. It's still nothing because the thickness, the body size. That's all I'm talking about. It's the physique, able to hold up.
Herbert's like 6'6", man. He's a big boy.
Yeah, big boy. Even like Ben Roethlisberger, just people like that, able to take the contact.
I'm gonna go the opposite, man. I think Brock Purdy was off just by a little bit on those passes that he missed, man. It wasn't like he was completely just blown throws out the way. But you saw in the second half when he kind of like when he dialed in, calmed down a bit, those same plays were coming in. So, and you know what? He's a better runner than a lot of people credit him for. The kid's good in the pocket, man. I think Brock Purdy got it. He was a lot smaller last year. I mean, he looks a little bit more solid this year.
The thing that also threw me off is those deep passes that he did. He missed all three of them. Three or maybe four of them to different players. That would have been highlight. There's no question. I have no question when it comes to his deep passes because he definitely overthrew all of them. Yeah. So could it be his accuracy?
It might be his size, like you were talking about, man. Because like when he throws the ball, I swear, man, I'll be like, oh, it's off. You know, because he throws it at a weird angle.
He throws it like he's like trying to throw it and cover himself, right? Like he's like the backboard. I'm like, what the hell?
And then you'll see the ball do like a weird lob, and then it falls right in their hands, man. So like, he knows what he's doing, man. Like all we can do is watch. You know what I'm saying? But I think he's gonna do good this year, man.
We'll see, man. It's only the third week, right? We'll see.
Yeah.
And then, so that's for Brock Purdy. CMC is being CMC. My concern about CMC is I feel like Kyle Shanahan is overusing him. Same as Debo. I feel like, and I know because we're getting scores up early in the game to where it's kind of like, yeah, they have to go through their process and all that stuff. But at the same time, I'm saying this, but at the same time, I feel like it's good to keep them in, toughen them up. That's how the old school way was. You know what I mean? That's who the players are, the starters are. Let it be.
Only thing I can say, same thing for Christian McCaffrey. I think he might be overworked a little bit, but then it's nothing new for him. You know what I mean? He was doing that in Carolina before he came to you guys. You know what I'm saying? But he is a little older. Maybe they should think about, easing up the workload for him. But the Niners just look good, man. And you guys are number one on that Super Bowl prediction for a reason, bro. You guys look good.
One person in particular is Trent Williams. I think the age of 35, him being 35, I think his time has come because he had two penalties. But then, he's putting his ground. I give, shout out to Trent Williams. But, man, you can see that the age is kicking in.
It's crazy to say that, though, right? What? At 35.
35. But,
NFL years are crazy, man.
NFL years is at what? 35 is considered...
You're an old man, bro.
Yeah, you're an old man, right? Yeah, because he wasn't looking at himself, man. Like I was paying close attention to him, and I feel like that's a good thing that I don't know. I believe it might be John Lynch that's running the defense side of making decision making on it. The decision making, or it's probably the defensive coordinator, right? Picking the roster for the defense. They do such a great job of not relying on the stars because I feel like they didn't come with a deal with Nick Bosa. They were okay to let him go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel
because if you think about it, man, the only star you guys really had was Nick Bosa. Mm-hmm. Fred Warner became a star.
Yep.
Talanoa, he became a star. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody on you guys' squad, they became stars. Like Bosa is the only one you can say like he got drafted a star. Like everybody had high hopes for this kid. Brock Purdy, he's becoming a star. Like that's what I said, man. John Lynch is doing his thing over there in Frisco, man. Like you got all these late round picks just becoming all pro players, and it's amazing to see, man. You rarely see that nowadays. You got like the Rams. What was the year they won the Super Bowl? They bought that team.
Everybody bought that whole team. They didn't need the draft pick. Yeah, and look at them now. It's like, but it's still good. I mean, I would go that route too. The ring matters more than these like making it to the playoffs.
So you wouldn't mind? You wouldn't mind if the Niners bought a team?
Like what the LA Rams are doing?
Yeah,
spending that money. Yeah, bro. I would love to see all like the superstars on our team, bro. You know what I'm saying? Who wouldn't? Like honestly, dude, I would go out there. What's the receiver's name? The one from the your boy that's with the Raiders. The other Roger.
Oh, Devontae Adams.
Who wouldn't want to go and spend money on Devontae? Imagine having Devontae, Brock Purdy throwing to Devontae. Now, the way Brock Purdy threw on Thursday, those 3 bombs, I bet you Devontae would have caught that shit.
Yeah, he probably would.
That's my point, bro. That's all. Yeah. That's all I'm saying, man. All I'm saying is, yes, you know, some loyal fans or there's different groups that are like cutthroat, like, and I'm part of that group. The one that's like, man, I was okay to let Nick Bosa go. It was a yes and a no for me. If he didn't re-sign, I was okay with it. I'm also all about the players getting their money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't want the fans and everybody be like, oh, this guy's just whatever. Like, no, I'm not saying all that. I'm just saying, like, because what you mentioned before, John Lynch does such a great job on turnaround. Like, it broke my heart when they did that to DeForest Buckner, dude. I was pissed, man. I was livid, bro. Because you know, me being biased of Islanders, not letting the Uce speed, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Not letting the Uce, and he's doing his thing out there, man. He's doing out there in the Indiana Coast, bro. Shout out to DeForest Buckner, dog.
Yeah.
Gotta give the Uce the love, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Shoot. But
he got that money, man.
He got that money. He's living his good life, you know. Hopefully I'll be able to see him. Actually, I am going to go see him out there because, you know, I'm not that far away from the Indiana. But, yeah, man, that's all I got on that one when it comes to, what did we talk about? Nick Bosa and stuff like that. I mean, Trent Williams, about Trent Williams. I'm concerned about the big Uce Trent Williams, you know what I'm saying? But hopefully we got a backup. I think the only weakness, I was talking about the weakness. So the weakness is still the offensive line when it comes to the pass protection. That's the downfall that we need to work on more. Other than that, George Kittle. I think George Kittle, too, is coming to a point where I'm going to be okay with George Kittle to leave next year. Or just be a solid blocker. I'm okay with that now. You know what I'm saying? I love George Kittle. He's the life of the party. He brings that, you know, but he's no longer. I mean, he's hot and cold. He's not always consistent. What do you think about George Kittle on your lenses, man?
I mean, I think the same thing, man. I don't know. It looks like he's still trying to find his groove. But when the homeboy caught the ball and he was running on that sideline, man, he looked like George Kittle. You know what I mean? But it looks like it's taking a little longer for him to warm up. But then again, that could be the communication with him and Brock Purdy. You know, this is only people. A lot of people out there are forgetting this is Brock's second year, bro. Like, give the kid some slack. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's still learning the system. He's still getting to learn his players. Like, it's his second year. So, you know what I mean? Like, homeboy's playing very, very well for a second year quarterback.
Yeah, so but maybe Kittle. It could be that. So you think it's the quarterback? Okay. Yeah. Well, you know, I say that, but at the same time, man, I love George Kittle, man. I'm a big fan of George Kittle. I just feel like his time is kind of like Vernon Davis. You had them 4 years, 5 years, 4 years to me, I feel like, for a player to be that rock star. After that, it's kind of like, and I feel like that's where the league is going to, you know. I would love for them to just stay there and retire there, you know. But that's just through my lenses. Again, George Kittle was balling out last year, doing his thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do I want...
It's still early.
It's still early, man. But,
you
know, this is, like I said, we're covering week by week. So it's me just judging off of just the game. That's all, listeners.
This one game, George Kittle I'll give him like a B-.
There you go. You're grading them. So you gave him a B, I gave him a C. You know what I'm saying? As far as when it comes to being George Kittle, like the catch sensation, the yak yards. I'm so used to Debo and CMC was doing it. It was a tough one, man. Who was it? I'm sorry, dude. That's where the age is kicking in. Who did we play?
The Giants.
Oh, the Giants. The Giants. So I was comparing that game, and I was
to the Cowboys game.
There you go. See, great minds think alike. And I was getting nervous because the Giants were scoring. So that's why I felt like, man, we second. Because, 30 looks good on paper. But in the game, through the whole game, Giants was right there with us. Yeah. Just like how it was with the Rams. Like these numbers, it doesn't really stand firm or doesn't really paint the picture of exactly how the game went. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. For me, it's the opposite, man. Like I don't buy into that whole thing. A win is a win. Because every team's different. Everybody's different. That's like to me, a lot of Cowboy fans were talking smack to you guys because the Giants dropped some points. But then, like I said, man, every week is different. The Giants just had a bad week against them. But at the end of the day, you got to realize you guys still dropped 30 points in the NFL. To drop that on the NFL team, that's pretty dang good, man.
Yeah, you see, you got such a positive attitude and outlook at things, man. When it comes to it, bro, you're a lot easier in judging, teams versus me. The way I look at it.
But I mean, but it is your team, though, so you could be a little bit more crucial on them. You might be a little more harder on them because it's your team.
Yeah, just want perfection because I'm looking at the Cowboys, I'm looking at the Seahawks, the Rams, and in our own division, our Cardinals. Shout out to Cardinals for doing their thing. Cowboys. What's your thought on that one, man? When the Cardinals surprised that, to me, that was the game of the fucking day. Yes, to me, yesterday.
That proved my point, though. You know what I mean? Like,
he did.
Everybody's different every week, man. Like the whole world wanted this 4-0 matchup between the Cowboys and the Niners. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants that 4-0 matchup. But the Cardinals had different plans, you know what I'm saying? But it's just how it is. It's just how it is, man. So that's what the Cowboys get. Instead of focusing on the Giants scoring on the Niners, they should have been focusing on the Cardinals, bro.
Yeah, that's their biggest problem, I think, when it comes to the Cowboys. I think they kind of at least the fans and then all these main media making it, like portraying it because they are a so-called America's team. They blow them up like and I feel for the Cowboy players because they're like, man, they're blowing us up again and to such a high pedestal too that they have to, compete in such a high level, which is it sucks, but that's just part of football, man. That's the uniqueness of football, dude. But I was rooting for the Cardinals, man, and I was just like, to me, Benji, I felt like, man, our division is the strongest division, at least right now, because it's week 3. You got the Cardinals, the Seahawks, the Rams doing their thing. All 4 of us are just, when it comes to our teams, we're all holding it down. And I looked up according to the ESPN standing, when it comes to conferences, we're all up there in the top 5. Well, the top 10. You got us at number 1. Your Green Bay Packers at 4. You got Seahawks at whatever that. It's all in the top 10. I'm sorry, Cardinals are down there because they're 1 and 2, but it's only 3 weeks.
But you talking about the power rankings?
The power rankings. This is just ESPN's static report for their power ranking. Now there's so many different websites and networks that has their own power ranking, but that's what I'm looking at. Do you have any one on your end that you're looking at when it comes to the NFC side?
No, I go with ESPN also, man. I think that's the other sites are a little funky to me, man.
Yeah, it's all their own.
Yeah, exactly.
But you can't say that, Uce, because you know what I'm saying. Whyuce might have our own website and WEFOBZ, and we become,
But if you guys want to sponsor us, come on, man.
Yeah, you want us to go ahead and start doing our own rankings and stuff like that of how we look at the NFL and how all that's going. You know what I'm saying? Leave a comment. Let us know. We're only talking about the Niners and then, of course, Green Bay because that's the team that we like. If you have a team that you like, you know what I'm saying, you can go ahead and leave us a voice message or something. You know what I'm saying? We'll play it on here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to guarantee you that we're going to give you some flowers. You know what I'm saying? We're going to critique and try to, you know what I'm saying, try to be as as critical as possible, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. So we talked about that. That's what I got, man. But Cowboys lost. But let's go ahead and talk about your Packers now, Uce, since I'm done with the 49ers, bro. Just shout out to the 49ers real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Tease up to
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And then the Samoan pride, bro. But yeah, man, let's talk your Green Bay Packers, dude. I think he has had a comeback, right?
Bro, I think it's probably one of the greatest comebacks I ever seen, personally, for my Packers. 17-0, man. It was 17-0 all the way to the fourth quarter. And then, that man does his thing, man. Jordan Love starts heating up and just brings back 18 unanswered points. Packers win 18 straight points.
But that was a comeback from the second half, right? That was all in the second half.
Yeah.
Because when I seen it, when I was on the red zone, I had you guys all on and the other 4 team, and I just laughing. Like, oh, yes, BenJeezy's not feeling well right now. And then, what I'm saying?
About to call in sick.
Man, you know what ruined it for me? Because I was actually on red zone, but then when I seen KC, even though KC was blowing out Chicago, who took over the game was Taylor Swift. Shout out to Taylor Swift. You know what I'm saying? And kept shout out to KK, man. That's all she gonna get.
She gets half of that.
I was just, in my mind, I was just like, oh man, here goes is it KK or Tay-Tay? Whatever they call her.
Tay-Tay, yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Whatever Tay-Tay, man. I think Tay-Tay's gonna blow. So I'm gonna start watching today's sports and channels, and I guarantee you, bro, Tay-Tay, I was saying to my buddies, they're like, man, here you go now. Tay-Tay just went ahead and stole the spotlight from Arizona Cardinals, kicking Cowboys' ass. You know what I'm saying? Because that's exactly. And then sure enough, that's what it was last night. People were like, oh, there goes Tay-Tay, with Travis Kelce. Shout out to Travis Kelce, though, bro. You know what I'm saying? My oops, bro. Shoot. Heights.
That boy marry her and then he can just retire right now.
Or he can just or he can just cheat on her and then Tay-Tay go ahead and drop a song, another hot song, you know what I'm saying? That's what me and my buddies were talking about. We're like, there you go. Travis Kelce's all about that clout. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's trying to have a record. He's trying to have a track about him.
Another fire album on the way, man.
Yeah, that will stay on for life. So he can tell his kids and his grandkids, yeah, that's me right there. That's your pop. You know what I'm saying? Just like, who cares if you're on a hate song, on a breakup song? You're on there for life, man.
Exactly.
Oh man, dude, that cracks me up, Bruce. But yeah, man, I didn't mean to take the attention away from your Packers. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, man.
Oh, you meant to do that, but it's okay. We'll bring it back. You could have cut me off a long time, bro. You let me talk, bro. You know I saw the fire lighting up in you, bro. I saw.
You should have just put a pause. Like, hold on, man. We're talking about, because we know through our listeners, me and BenJeezy, we trying to get our whyuce together. You know what I'm saying? We decided to to be what is it? Professional about this shit, right? Pay attention to what we're taking. So go ahead. We're talking about this topic of the Packers and your victory, the comeback. I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead.
The comeback victory, man.
Mm-hmm.
It was to me. I feel like it was the game of the Sunday, but there was another game we'll talk about later that just overshined ours.
Whoa, you know so why did you feel? Oh well, go ahead. You felt like it was a game.
No. What was that your question?
Carry on. Yeah, that was my question.
I felt like it was the game of the Sunday, and then but there's another game that we'll talk about that just blew our game out the water. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still happy though.
Mm-hmm.
It was Jordan Love's first start at Lambeau, man. It's his first home game start. The Saints are undefeated. And he comes back, man. I mean, 17-0, bro. And he scored all those points got scored in the fourth quarter.
He ran one in, didn't he?
He ran one in, threw one in, and a 2-point conversion.
Damn.
So, you know what I mean? Shout out to Jordan Love, man.
Malo. Shout out to the
big farm for Jordan Love, man.
Hey, don't he look Samoan though?
He do, bro.
That must be my cousin, man. Who never knows?
We'll change his name to Jordan Alofa.
Shout out to Jordan Alofa, y'all. Oh man. So what else?
Man, that was it, man. That was the big thing. I'm not going to critique my team because we are in a rebuilding phase, as everybody knows. Some guy named Aaron Rodgers left our team, you know.
Mm-hmm.
that guy left our team, so we're in the middle of a rebuild right now. So, I'm not going to critique us too much. Overall, I'll give the Packers a B minus.
B minus. Well, there you go. There you go, folks. Talking to 49ers, and maybe I should start adding Green Bay in there, since it depends, man. We'll see how long you decide to stay with whyuce. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Since you already lost a bet, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Maui and all that. But
yeah, man.
You know what? Since it is the Talk 49er segment, we're gonna leave it at that, man. I can't just add the Packers in there. That just gonna make no sense, bro. It's not relevant. The only thing I can say about your team, there's only a few Samoans and I can count them. Is you, John Akapu, my man Pesamingo, the Green Bay Packers, bro. Those are the only three people I know that roots for the Packers, dog.
And they real fans.
Yeah, real fans that I personally know, man. So that's it, man. I'm not gonna do a shout out to y'all. I was gonna say that's all I know, man. That's not a lot, but you know what? Hey, it is what it is.
So now, see, listeners, now I don't have the follow me button. All right, Puni Moa has the follow me button. So don't get mad if one of your teams don't get a follow me. All right, it's not me.
You know what? Go ahead, man. Do a shout out. I got you, brother. Go ahead.
Let's give a big follow me to the Green Bay Packers, bro.
Okay. All love. There you go, man. So, what I should have had was a sound bit for a drum roll. You know what I'm saying? Because this team that we're about to bring up, that put a stamp on everybody, including us. Go ahead, Uce. Go ahead and tell the viewers and the listeners, in case they weren't able to tune in.
Man, the Miami Dolphins dropping. Was that did they play a college team yesterday, bro? Or something like that?
Okay, here's the crazy points. Go ahead, Uce. Keep going, bro.
70 points, man.
Hello.
7 points.
7-0, baby.
Yes. Insane, bro. I was at this. I've never seen anything like that before in the NFL. Last time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, in our lifetime. You know what I mean? Like, for a team to be dropping 70 points. And, and that team is just on fire, bro. Like you said, Big Tua doing his thing. I mean, he changed his body this year. Homeboy putting a lot of work into his body. He's trying to change it up. The numbers don't lie, man. I mean, damn. I mean, are we not going to give them full credit, those, because it was the Broncos? Or are we still, we still going to shine a light on them?
I will say I'm going to shine the light on them and give them the flowers. First of all, what I'm saying, rest in peace to D, Tough Outside. You know who I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. That's Big D's team right there. Sorry, Uce. Man. Sorry, Uce. I love you, Uce, but man, your team sucked ass, Uce. That's the only fan I know that roots for the Denver Broncos, man.
No, my brother's a Bronco fan too, bro.
There you go.
Yeah.
Which one, Awkward or the second one?
Awkward, yeah, Awkward.
Well, sure. Man, rest in peace to Awkward and Big D, Daryl, Tough outside.
I know, man.
You know,
I haven't seen those guys on Facebook, bro. Like, man, they went missing. So,
man, they
nobody can find them.
Hey, we're letting y'all know. These OGs are having a hard season this season, bro. First of all, Russell Westbrook. I'm gonna talk about him. It shows how sorry his ass is, bro. I can't believe
Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson. Good looking now. I mean, I can't believe that he's not relevant anymore. I was hoping that I don't know, maybe it's I guess it shows you the importance of kind of coaching staff that's around you.
Yeah.
It plays such a big part, man. Because whoever was the quarterback coach, and then of course whoever was running the offensive plays in Seattle was a perfect system for Russell Westbrook. That's all I'm saying. Because it trips me out, because now we're talking about a legend here, bro. Not only did they drop 70, they dropped it on Peyton. Dude, let's not forget about that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Peyton is what's his name? What's his full name?
Sean Payton.
Sean Payton. that was the talk of last year. He was going to come in, and it was looking like he was starting to, you know, Russell Westbrook starting to look like Russ, and the offense starting to look like the offense that they were. But to drop 70 on a legend coach
and a legendary quarterback.
And I didn't watch the game, but I did watch the highlights, and it was the running. It was the running attack by the first string and the second string running backs to my man Rasheem Mostert, who used to be a Niner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Him and then the other running back, they were doing their thing, dude. They was doing their thing. I think Tyreek Hill had what? I don't know if Tyreek Hill had over 200 receiving yards, but it was the running backs that was doing their thing. And it seems like that the defense was the one that gave up after that. I don't know.
Yeah, man. Like that whole team just they just imploded.
Yeah. It wasn't like the offense was intentionally doing that. They would just, you know what it looked like, bro? And I'm not trying to disrespect the Packers. Remember the playoffs when we won solely on just running the ball on y'all?
Yeah.
That's what it looked like. Like, it was just like
the defense just gave up.
Bro, but it's not even the defense giving up. That's how good freaking head coach is. What's his name? McDaniels. But yeah, man, that's what I looked at it, bro. It was just like the running game. The running game is what brought him up to that 70 points. And that, to me, I'm just like, and it wasn't that the Dolphins were trying to disrespect them. It's just that
they were just on the road, bro. Shit. I mean, these boys are just going, man. I mean, Tua had he was 23 for 26, 309 yards, 4 touchdowns.
So that's not disrespect on them.
Crazy.
All I'm saying is that's not the Dolphins trying to step on their throat and just giving them that 70. It was just like a walk in the park. It was just But that was my question, bro. I just felt, okay, man, that's hella disrespectful. That's all. First thing that came to mind. I was like, bro, what is McDaniel doing? He's really trying to call out all the players. Not all the teams are going to look at him like how all the NCAA teams are. Pac-10 is looking at Colorado. That kind of vision. You get what I'm saying? But then after watching the highlights and watching the press conference, it wasn't the case. It was just, that was not the case. So hopefully, which I know the teams are going to be all right about. They're like, wow, it shows you the Denver got a lot to work on, man.
A lot to work on, man. You just don't bring in a quarterback of that caliber, and then your team is ass like that. Like, come on, Denver. You got a Super Bowl champion coach, a Super Bowl champion quarterback. Like, make some things happen.
Yeah.
And you were right. To go back to what you were saying, Uce, the Dolphins had 5 rushing touchdowns. 5 rushing touchdowns, bro. And one of them ran for 203 yards. Like, that's insane. Like that shouldn't be. If I was a Broncos fan, I'll be devastated, man.
Well, in our football time, have you ever experienced or seen a team that ever got beat that bad in your own, conference and stuff?
Never.
Me too.
Never.
I've never seen that.
I think maybe a couple years ago, I think the Packers beat the Eagles. I think the Packers dropped like 50-something points on the Eagles. But then like 50-something is like, that's pretty average for a beatdown. Like everybody has done that. Like they'll score like 48 points or up to like 54. You know what I mean? But 70 points, bro.
The last time it was ever seen was like in the 80s, I believe, or something like that, or the 60s.
Yeah, and like you said, bro. Shout out to Coach wasn't it Coach McDaniels?
Coach McDaniels, man.
Because he had a chance to beat the record, bro, but he didn't.
Yeah,
he pulled the kicker.
That's another proof that he wasn't doing it intentionally.
Exactly. So as you guys hear, listeners, Puni Moa had that on the head. You know what I mean? That coach wasn't trying to disrespect the Broncos, because if he wanted to, he would have kicked that field goal and had the record, bro. I mean, me personally, I feel like he should have went for it. How many chances are you gonna get to do that?
There you go. I'm feeling the same way. Tell him hello.
Yeah. Like, I mean, that's a once in a lifetime thing, man. And then, man, crazy. Crazy, man.
I tell you who would put a stamp on that is Bill Belichick, because they don't even give a damn. They just gonna keep going. I remember a few seasons they there was a lot of complaints about that. Oh, you know, they're kicking our ass and they keep on rubbing it in. We're just trying to pray. And Bill Belichick's like, we're just playing a game and we're just trying to get better. So we're just gonna keep on working on our game during the real game. And that's the truth, man. That's what they did, because I think two of them stopped playing after that, which is, man.
Yeah, he stopped playing for a little bit, and then the backup quarterback came in and got in a touchdown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
even the backup quarterback got a touchdown.
There you go.
So 10 total touchdowns for that offense. Insane, man. Miami, wow.
So what's our closeout or conclusion to all this conversation of talking football, man? What's your take on it, man?
You just never know what the hell's gonna happen, man. Football is football, bro.
Every week is different.
Every week is different, bro. I mean, who would have known, man? Like, after we lost to the Falcons last week, I didn't think we would be number one in my division right now. You know what I'm saying?
You guys are like not only number one, but you're also like the ranked number 4 in our conference.
Like, it's insane, man. And like, who would have thought that? You know, like, so football is just fun, man. It's fun.
Man, our time is up, bro. Give us a closeout for our fan, brother.
Oh, you mother suckers out there.
Oh, go ahead, brother.
No, I'm just kidding, man. To all you whyuce supporters, bro, keep listening to us. Tune in every week. Come go sit with us, man. On whyuce.
whyuce, we out, man. Puni Moa and
BenJeezy.
whyuce, tell me why the sky's blue. Tell me why this money is green. Now, Lord, please, tell me why I do these things to make tea. Now, yeah, let me. They kick me out of church, cause I just don't listen. Always fall asleep when the preacher is preaching. Not my fault, I do love God, but on Saturday nights, I be all up on God. Trying to save the world with the homies. My KD rising with my homies. Playing 2K with my homies. Jumping on at it with the homies.